Welcome back to another part of visiting and exploring Abkhazia around. Today I hope for sun. I hope there will be no more rain, as it was previous like 2 days, as you already might know. And yeah, we're gonna go to visit other resorts by the sea, which is Gagra and Pitsunda. So, I finally managed to arrive to Pitsunda, one of the most important and most famous resorts in Abkhazia, which were famous obviously during the Soviet times. Now it's not that famous, there are just Russians coming in, but still it's quite a lot of just a touristical place. Yeah, and imagine what, it was raining again, so I lost some time. But still, like, at least there is a sun now, and I hope it's gonna stay here for a full day, not disturbing my plans, but yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I'll just show you the city. Here and there, like, pretty nice monument of Soviet resort architecture. So I'm a bit surprised, but in the city there is something that is historical, which is, you see these walls right there? Yeah. So there used to be a fortress, a Greek fortress originally. So Greeks used to came here and they made here some port or some just post. And behind it there is a church of St. Andrew, and as far as they say, in this church, the St. Andrew himself is buried. That's interesting. I don't know if it's possible to get there, but I will try. So I just entered the area of the fortress and the church, and there is quite a lot of buildings. Like, there is former hospital, there are some museums on this side, but first thing I will enter is this church, which was built in 10th century by the king of Georgia, the Bagrat the third. And yeah, it was one of the most important church in Abkhazia until they built the new Athos. So there was a Catholicos of Abkhazia in this church for 7 ages, and then after the Ottoman conquest, he didn't live here anymore, but he was coming here sometimes, and nominally it was his church. So it doesn't look that epic as it should, as a 10th century church. That's all because the Turks, when they came here, they were just robbing this place, and they didn't left any fresks, anything. Just you can see some leftovers, and just this cupola fresque here, which is pretty beautiful, and this one comes from the 10th, like it's original one. It's not that broken. And another very interesting case of this church is these organs. So, as maybe you might know already, in Orthodox churches they don't have organs. They don't play music at all. They just sing. But for a very long time, at the end of 19th and beginning of 20th century, it was a church for Catholic people, Catholic tourists that were coming to Pitsunda and to Abkhazia, and that's why they are here, because there are Catholic masses going on around, and like nowadays you can enjoy organ concerts twice a week, on Friday and on Sunday. Another thing in the city, I don't know if I could enter because there is actually nobody here and it was closed, but still I'm here, and it's probably is a Park of Heroes with this monument in the middle, and on left and right side you got photos of the people, of the heroes of Abkhazia that were killed or died during the conflict and are important for their actual independence. I arrived here to Gagra, and actually I just checked in the internet that all interesting things you can see in Gagra are outside Gagra, 6 kilometers around. So I'm thinking I'm gonna walk this distance because the weather today is amazing, and I just discovered that, like, yeah, I feel it by myself, that the weather is a huge factor whether you like country or not, because probably you remember yesterday it was rainy in Sukhum, and I had no actually will to leave to take any photos or videos. Today it's totally different. I'm enjoying life so badly, and that's why I can walk 6 kilometers. It's not a problem. So I landed up finally in this more historical side of the city. It's actually not so old, not as old as, for example, like the beginnings of the city in Sukhum or in Nowy Afon or in Pitsunda even. Yeah, so I just entered through the colonnade to the city park, which is just going all the way by the sea. I think that one day in the Soviet times they had really big hype on this kind of mosaic stuff. So there are a lot of bus stops like that you've seen in Nowy Afon, but they are on the way everywhere. And yeah, I think there was some of these stones left, so they decided to make a playground for children, which is really nice. I mean, there are different kind of, you know, buildings to play in and stuff. Like children will figure it out, but they look pretty nice, but creepy as well at the same time. Just yeah, that's. So guys, it seems like that's the end of my Abkhazian journey. I'm really glad you've been with me. I'm so sorry that we couldn't see everything, but that wasn't up to me actually. It was all because of the weather that we're here. But even though I'm quite happy for being here, and I'm happy for that I've seen, and as there are some things still left, I think I will need to come back here. So thank you for following me during this trip, and see you next time.